You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it, but I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
I'm here today at divorce court because my boyfriend Taylor won't be a man for our family.
She does little petty stuff and it just blows my mind. She know what to do to tick me off.
I'm not ready to marry my boyfriend because we argue all the time and I don't think this is gonna work. I'm just done with the relationship.
If she can't learn to trust me and communicate with me, this relationship definitely over with.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. This is the case of Pinkard versus Latham.
Thank you, Juan. Taneya Pinkard,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're suing the defendant Taylor Latham for $500. You say the two of you have been in a relationship. You are having a challenging time with this relationship, and you believe he owes you $500 for the down payment of a car.
Yes, Your Honor.
That you say he is responsible for.
Yes,
wrecking.
Your Honor.
Okay.
That's correct.
So give me some background. How long have the two of you been together? And give me some background on your relationship.
Well, Your Honor, we've been together about 4 years. We met at a gas station. I was walking out and I heard music playing. It caught my attention. I got back to the gas pump and he drove around and, you know, rolled the window down, smiled, the handsomeness and all that. And he asked for my number and I gave it to him and it went on from there.
Okay. Why do you say things took a turn for the worse?
I guess Valentine's Day, we went out to a nice restaurant and
Great restaurant.
Actually, from there, that's where basically, I guess, our first argument started because of that. We was on a double date with his friend and his friend girl, and I didn't know that it was something wrong with his left ear. And I'm just sitting there talking, and his friend's just laughing at me, and I didn't know, and I get really angry and stuff when I don't know something. And so I got up and I stormed out. I stormed out of the restaurant and I just found some steps and I just stood there and watched him.
Well, I don't understand. Why was that an argument?
Because it's like your friend is sitting there laughing at me. You didn't even let me know that it was something wrong with your ear. And I'm just sitting here talking to you. You're not responding.
I mean, did you just tell him you didn't like it and that was the end of it?
Well,
or you?
The old me didn't.
The
new
old
me
you.
will.
Oh, when did the new me?
The younger version of me was very petty.
When did this new me come about?
I want to say after I had my second child, which was last year.
Okay, and I think according to what I've read in the papers, you disagree with that? That there's a new her?
Oh, most definitely, Your Honor. I feel like we're gonna need a little time to, you know, really picture if it's a new her or not.
What are the issues you say happened?
She had an attitude with me because someone texted me and said Happy Valentine's Day. You know, and it really wasn't a big deal.
The two of you had just met.
Yeah, we just met.
You're out on Valentine's Day, but go ahead.
Right,
Choose your Valentine's Day.
I get the text message. You know, it really nothing but Happy Valentine's Day. You know,
Your
simple
Honor,
stuff.
it didn't say just that.
What did it say?
Basically, I feel like, Your Honor, if you're taking me out on Valentine's Day, why are you still sitting here?
I have a simple question.
Yes, ma'am.
What else did the text message say that set you off?
Basically, he was just trying to hook up with other women.
How do you know that? Did it say more than Happy Valentine's Day?
Do you have a screenshot of
What
that?
did it say?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Happy Valentine's Day, but the two of you argued all night, and what happens the next morning?
Oh, trying to text her back and forth, you know, doing my little thing I do, get in my mood before I go to work and everything, you know, just try to leave all the at home. And, you know, she still texting me, so I haven't been trying to get in another lane, you know, because I'm rushing trying to get to work.
You're driving?
Yeah, I'm driving. I try to get up in the right lane, you know, which is so I can, you know, go around the truck, traffic, whatever. And there was an 18-wheeler also in front of me. All I remember, I tried to turn the car, and I woke up, I was outside on the side of the highway, you know, just bleeding everywhere, cuts everywhere. I went out the hospital the same morning, 4 hours later, you know, just with 32 staples.
Wow.
A few lacerations in my stomach.
That's your car?
Most definitely, yep, that's me right there.
Wow.
God is great, yep.
That was a serious accident.
This lady, she
But you're blaming her because the two of you argued and you were texting?
She stressed me out so much. Do you see that car?
It was the stress of the situation.
Do you see the car, Miss Jenkins?
I do see
Your
it.
Honor.
It's a serious accident. And then you say that you were trying to get in touch with him, you didn't hear back, so you knew something had happened. When did you find out he'd been in a serious accident?
She had a tracking device on me or something.
Actually, Your Honor, while he was on the way to work, we were fine. Like, we was talking and all that. And he told me, he said, I will call you back when I get to work. So we was fine while he was driving. So he can't blame that on me that he had that accident.
Objection,
The fact
Your
that
Honor.
he didn't call me which what made me knew that something was wrong.
So you said that you had already hung up from the phone
We
call,
already had
and
hung
then
up.
you learned later that the accident happened.
Yes, Your Honor, because like he said, he do his little thing before he go to work.
Yeah, I do my
so
thing.
we wasn't on the phone by then when he had the accident.
Okay.
He was supposed to call me, he didn't. So
Okay.
when he didn't call me,
Yes,
I
sir.
tracked the phone.
And you went out there.
So by
And
then
that's
I
when
knew
you
something
find
was
out
wrong,
at
so
the
I just
hospital.
left. And then when I tracked it again, me and him, we arrived at the hospital at the same time. That's when they tracked me to the
Wow.
hospital.
Well,
What she do when she walk in the hospital?
What did she do?
She walk in the hospital like she just shot. This happened. Lady, you done sit here and stress me out all night. Now you think ain't nothing? Look,
Oh, my
look, here go her
goodness.
face.
Wow.
How he know what I did?
So when you saw her, what was her reaction?
I cried, Your Honor. I was holding his hand.
You just said that you were on the phone with her, but she said you weren't. So you were upset. And
were
that
upset,
was,
see.
you're saying, well, if you get a text while you're driving, you do not have to respond.
Listen, Miss Jenkins, if I don't answer to this lady text message, do you know?
So here's what happens, right? Because according to you, this incident led to you losing your job. Am I right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's when
Yes,
things
Your Honor.
started
Yes, Your Honor.
going downhill in the relationship, according to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you say, as a result of him losing his job, you did what?
Well,
Just say it. Because I already know.
Oh, look, she just want to
What did you do?
I stepped out on him.
Okay.
Woo!
There is another car incident.
Yes.
The two of you have issues with cars, apparently.
I threw the car in park as he was driving. So when we tried to turn, it ran into another car.
This was her doing. She grabbed the wheel. It didn't go
That
apart
did not
now.
happen, Your Honor. I
She
didn't
grabbed the
turn
wheels.
wheel.
He's saying it's your fault that he had the accident. You're saying it's his fault that you ended up cheating on him.
That's not the necessarily reason why I cheated. It wasn't because he lost his job. It was just because of the women thing. Like, I felt like if he kept talking to women, like, okay, well, maybe you're not taking our relationship serious, so why should I?
So did you tell him?
No,
that-
I didn't.
Okay.
He actually found out I was on vacation for my birthday, and I guess he was going through my emails or something. And the thing about it, I forgot all
It's not
about
player.
the
I don't do that.
screenshot because, like, where he found it at, I thought, it was deleted or whatever. He had to be clicking through every little link.
So he
just to
finds
find it.
out, so you've gone through his information, now he's gone through yours, and so you find out that he finds out that you've stepped out
He
on
called
him,
me.
as you say.
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor, he
so
called me.
this is the end of the relationship?
No, Your Honor.
No, it is not.
No, it's
because
not.
then there is another car incident.
Yes.
The two of you have issues with cars, apparently.
I have a big temper problem. I can
Okay.
admit that.
And so what happened that time?
A message popped up on his phone, and it was from a stripper. And all I seen was a kissy face. So that's all I needed to see. So he was talking, and I was getting mad, so I threw the car in park as he was driving.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sir.
This was my brand new 2017 Corolla. I had just bought myself a car.
And the transmission,
The car still went fine, but I think when we tried to turn, I guess it messed up something within the transmission when I did that. So when we tried to turn, it ran into another car.
This young lady, she grabs the steering wheel to where this was her doing. She grabbed the wheel. It didn't go
That
apart
did not
now.
happen, Your Honor. I
She
didn't
grabbed the
turn
wheels.
so you had an accident that time as well?
Yes.
Okay, so first time, I'm not gonna say it's your fault because he doesn't have to respond to your text messages while he's driving. But this time, you're telling me due to the inability for you to control your anger
Yes, Your
at
Honor.
seeing a notification pop up on his phone, you're going to risk his life, your life, and everybody else's life on the road because he's driving because you're gonna throw the car in the park.
Yes, Your Honor. And I know.
That's not good.
I know.
That's not good at all. And you have a child together?
Yes.
Now, was that the old you or the new you that did this?
That's the old
still
me.
the old
'Cause
you.
that was back when I was like 22, 23. So I consider that the old me, the younger me, the
It's definitely
childish
not the
me.
smart you.
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor, no, not at all.
This is just disgusting, ain't it, Your Honor?
Mr. Latham, I do not need your commentary
I'm
here
sorry,
today.
Your Honor. I do apologize, Miss Jenkins.
She suspects that
Right.
something's going on with
Right.
you and other women.
Right.
Was that happening?
No, ma'am, it was not, Your Honor. I'm about my family, and if I'm taking you serious, I'm gonna take you serious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be loyal to you. You know, I'm too grown for that. It shouldn't be no immature, no pettiness anyway, because we're leaders of our foundation now. So it should be none of that nonsense. After that whole thing went down, she even got an abortion, you know, without me knowing, but it's fine, you know. I kind of forgive her, but the fact that we're here today, I'm glad I can get it out. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna leave the lady yet. I don't know, cause I want the new person she talking about. I want to see.
That new person, because
Yeah, I
you
wanna
have
see
yet
new
to see her
person.
show up.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
I know this is deeply personal, but you're saying that she got pregnant and did not tell you until she was on the way to get an abortion.
No, Your Honor.
Oh.
When he found out I was cheating, he thought that it was his child, of course, but it wasn't because...
Oh, it wasn't his child?
No, because I tracked my ovulation and all that. So I knew. But I went and had the abortion just because I didn't feel like I was ready for another child at that point. And we were going through all this.
Let me ask you something. Did you not tell him until you were on your way? Like 30
with the
minutes,
abortion
an hour
part,
before?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's what he's talking about today, making that kind of decision
On my own,
on
yes,
your
ma'am.
own, and not communicating that in the relationship.
I get a call like 3 in the morning. He done wrecked the truck.
I don't know anyone luckier than this man right here standing in my courtroom right now.
God is with me.
Something's with him.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. What do you say about the job situation and the names that she was calling you?
I'm embarrassed of you. You know, you don't make enough money no more. You ain't got no plan, no future, none of that.
Are you working now?
You know, I play video games on the side. I make money playing video games.
And
That's
are
what I
you
do.
working?
What I do.
Yes, I'm an independent contractor.
Okay, and you're
I do. I
complaining
play
because you feel that he's not
Being
putting
a
forth
man.
his best effort.
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than playing video games on the side,
You know,
what is the
ESPN.
main thing that you're doing?
They make big money from that. $20,000 type money.
Okay, so you're saying
I'm
you're
trying to be
making
a
enough-
pro video gamer, man. I take this very serious, young.
Okay, so you're saying it's not on the side. You said on the side, so that led me to believe there was something else.
That's my business. What
He's
I'm trying
in
to
the
tell
beginning
you, you know.
stage of it, Your Honor. He's beginning, so it's not bringing any income in like it
Okay,
should.
What is
okay.
your lawsuit about? You're suing for $500. Oh, this is not going to come as a shock to anyone over another incident with the car.
Yes.
What is that about?
He wanted to start a lawn care business, basically, and we used to do it out of my little car, and it wasn't really working because, you know, the car smelled like gas, kids in the car and all that, so I didn't like that. So I offered to help him get a vehicle, and the deal was if I put down $500 that day, and then in 30 days he could put down the other $500, and
Okay.
then he kept up the payments.
Was
But
that an agreement that he would pay you back that $500?
It wasn't an agreement, but
Not at all.
it's the fact that you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. Now, let me explain. Okay, so we had got the truck and whatever. We worked out of it. He worked out of it for a few days and that. It went out on us. It just wouldn't work one day. So we called the dealership. They came and towed it. Then they gave us a rental, brand new from the rental place. And he goes, I guess he's feeling himself. He got this, you know, this big old brand new truck. You know, he fresh and all that. He went out that night.
Is that your fresh look?
Yeah, actually, I took that picture outside of my job. Outside of my job.
That's what I do right
And
there.
he goes out, and I get off work, whatever, and I get a call like 3 in the morning from the hotel. He done wrecked the truck. and
Now,
they-
what was the cause of this accident?
You know, I had a few drinks at the club. I was having a good time. I said,
It was a drunk driving
it
incident?
wasn't no drunk driving, Your Honor. I just fell asleep a little bit. You know, I probably dozed out, but it
Well,
was
that's not good.
The rim off the truck was gone, the whole tire.
Let me tell you something. I don't know anyone luckier than this man right here standing in my courtroom right now.
God is with me. He's with me.
He had busted,
All
I
the
mean,
time.
gushed his
Something's with
lips.
him.
Crazy.
So let's talk about this car. You say he owes you $500 because he wrecked that truck. So you weren't able to keep it.
Basically, we had to make a deal with the dealership. They bought the original car back because I signed for the truck also. So it was like my credit is on the line as well. And luckily, I was able to get it off my credit because
Objection, Your Honor.
the
She
first
did not
payment
sign.
came due. Of course, he
Objection.
didn't have his money for it. And,
Yeah.
and that's what made them, okay, well, we'll buy the car back and we'll just break it even. So I lost the $500. So at that point, I feel like, yes, you owe me my $500 because you didn't keep your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
You're out here partying. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. And now you wrecked the rental car that's in my name. Basically, everything is in my name.
I think I've heard enough, but just tell me briefly before we end, what is it that you want exactly
I
from
just
Mr.
want him
Latham?
to man up more. Like, we have 2 kids now.
You want to try to fight and save the family? Man up to you means not playing video games for a living, but doing something else?
Providing, helping, just basically hustle like I try to hustle.
You don't think he does that enough?
No, get us out where we're living at. Like, I want more. And every time I tell him, he tells me, well...
And you feel you're contributing the most?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you have to say about that? Are you bringing your best self to this relationship?
You know, I do all I can. I'm a hard-working man. Like, you can look me in my eyes and tell I'm sincere with what I'm saying. I'm a hard worker, you know?
Mr. Latham, you also want to try to save the family, right?
I do. I love my child. I love my son.
But do you love her?
No.
Well, we got to get that back to that state. I'm saying...
So you're not there now?
I'm 70%.
I want you to understand something, both of you to understand something. People change because they want to change. No amount of nagging, begging, pleading, convincing, coaxing is the reason why. It comes from within.
Right.
Because you even talked about your reasoning for wanting to be a new and better person and trying to manage some of your destructive behavior was because, you know what, there's another person besides me I have to think about now. Right?
Yes,
so that change had to come from within. I'm not going to sit here and order you to be better people. I ask the question, what is it that you want? Because that's a decision you have to make for yourself. Do I see the potential? Yes, I do. I think both of you are young and you've shown some really immature behavior in the years that you've been together as a result of you being in your early 20s and having children when you're really very young and not making adult decisions on your own before that.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have other people to think about besides yourselves. Be the change you want to see. Stop looking at the other person for the way they need to change, and you be the change you want to see. You worry about yourself, let him worry about himself.
Yes, sure.
Because you've already told him, and that might just be the thing that motivates the other to change and to be better and to bring their best self into this relationship. Be the change you want to see. And the same goes for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because, you know, with relationships, and I believe you understand this given that you're on your fourth life now. When you've brought a life into this world, it has to be more than just about you and what you want to do.
Yep.
You have to consider other people.
Yep.
It's not just about me anymore.
Yep.
Love is more than just a word and an emotion. It's a sacrifice, it's a service, it's a giving, it's a respect, a mutual respect for the other person. And I'm gonna send both of you out now to talk to our aftercare specialist because that's what I think you have to take from court today. You wanna be able to represent a healthy relationship in front of your child because that's what you want them to take in their lives to that next generation. As for the $500, I understand why you're suing to get that money back, but legally, this wasn't a loan. You decided to put in the $500 to help out your significant other at the time. So that's why you put in the money. There was no expectation that he would pay you back. There was expectation that he would work and that he would contribute to the relationship, and then he ends up having a car accident. And I've said before, you're lucky, you've gotten lucky a few times, but don't keep pressing your luck. Make better decisions when you're driving. That's my ruling. Good luck to both of you.
Basically, if you don't grow up, then we're not gonna proceed in this relationship. It's not gonna work.
I just want to see this new person you're talking about, Your Honor, today.
I mean, you can't see.
Hopefully you bring that person out, you know.
Can't see it if you don't pay attention.
Pay attention a lot to that.
You
But
don't.
like I said, this is another
don't.
conversation we'll have at home.
You don't.
You know.
Okay.
We'll see this new person soon, I hope.
Okay.